Welcome back to Crypto Market Updates. It's been a while since I made a live video. Today is the 1st of September. Welcome to the 1st of September. Summer is officially done. Let me just check feed to make sure there's sound. Back to Crypto Market Updates. Yes, there's sound. Fantastic. Music's a bit loud. So, what's new, what's blue? Crypto drama is unfolding. I'm going to give you some juicy news that I found on Twitter. Everybody's talking about it. Of course, this is not the only thing that I'm going to talk about today on the podcast because it's or on the live because it's not that important. But it is important. It is drama that people love. They relish. People relish drama. Love seeing drama. So, but here's the real drama, yo. Check it out. The crypto market is at $1 trillion. Over 300 billion have just poof, vanished into thin air, all up and gone. Everything is in red. Bitcoin at 25,000 yesterday. Just yesterday was at 27, trading above 27,000, and today it's back down to 25,900. Just below 26,000, and everything is in red over except for the stable coins. Again, there's more FUD and more fear and more uncertainty and doubt, and everybody's freaking out again. And why is that? We'll get to it. It's not BitBoy, but certainly doesn't help. Most likely. Coin market cap is the same thing. Fear and greed index has gone up to 40. It was at 37, I think, and I guess over the past couple of days, I haven't checked it, but over the past couple of days, it must have gone up a little bit. In the wake of the unfolding grayscale news, and Bitcoin right now, we can see it creating a massive dump candle that's heading straight for that support here on the Fibonacci retracement. So basically what we saw was a massive dump a few days ago. Then there was a pump on, I think I can delete this, yes. Then there was a massive pump on the heels of the grayscale. This was 3 days ago, August 29th. Grayscale announcement. Grayscale won a decisive victory against SEC in the court, and so there was a nice pump, and of course it wicked above the 0.382 Fibonacci support, and the second wick opened below that support, and right now we see Bitcoin dumping all the way to the zero levels, and hopefully that'll keep it there. If it does touch on that level like it did on August 17th, hopefully it doesn't break below and continue downwards. But I think Gareth Soloway and some other dudes were talking about a possible retracement all the way down to 22, which would be around here, I guess. And then if that's doesn't hold, then we could be seeing Bitcoin going further down to 21 and possibly even 20,000 right around here somewhere. But hopefully Bitcoin holds and we see it rebounds. But I don't know. The way things are going right now. Okay, BitBoy Ben, what is happening with that BitBoy? So the drama, there's never a shortage of drama. Crypto was so boring for so long. I think Ethereum is just moving sideways. It's not doing anything, hasn't been doing, and people lack the engagement. So finally, there's something to talk about. Everybody's got something to talk about right now. Ben Armstrong, Bitcoin, is actively having an affair with Duchess OF DeFi. That's the big news. That's what was going on apparently. So we all know, I don't know if all know, but I don't know if you're aware, BitBoy launched his crypto, whatever, stable crypto coin, the Ben coin, which is so bizarre, Ben coin. I mean, it's just a coin to support his channel, I guess, and you know, supporters who want to chip in could do it, but he's trying to sell it off as this big thing. Ben Nation, education, advocacy, transparency, representation, be everywhere now. Whatever. So anyways, so Ben Armstrong is apparently having an affair with this chick here, the Duchess of DeFi, who is supposed to be the CEO of Join Bencoin and apparently a satanic cult follower. Duchess looks pretty smoking hot, and on the picture at least, and some people are claiming, you know, are having troubles understanding that the claim that she may have had an affair with Ben. This is only the tip of the iceberg. More hard evidence of despicable acts to follow. DMs are open. Here's what bothers me a little bit about this news. So this news is being reported by Zach XBT, which is a rug pull survivor turned 2D detective. I haven't really looked at his profile, but I'm just looking at these little tweets here. And then there's Internet Detective exposing scams, follower of Jesus, support investigative journalism. Ben has always talked about going to church, on his way to church, and you know, with family and all that stuff, and all of a sudden he's cheating on his wife. That's the claim. So fellas like this, in support of Jesus, of course they're going to be pissed, and of course they're going to have some beef with Ben, and, you know, have a stick up their colon that'll rub them the wrong way. And oh, this is CoffeeZilla, right? I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize this is CoffeeZilla. Okay, so I mean, fair enough. He does pretty good journalism, but yeah, the fact that he's, you know, he's a follower of Jesus, proudly announcing, and the fact that Ben was messing about, that probably rubs him the wrong way. And then the final, Ran Nooner, the guy who goes up, you know, his probably main interest would be to see BitBoy, the BitBoy channel go down, because that would render him one of the biggest YouTubers out there, right? So he has vested interest in seeing the BitBoy channel wiped off the face of the internet. So I don't know. I don't put much credibility. There's a video here, a conversation between whom and whom, I have no idea. But it's a 2 minutes watch, and I guess I could play it if interest is expressed. There's some people watching, possibly. I don't know if people are interested in this, but there's a conversation.
You never said, Carlos, let me step back. Listen, I'm saying, you never say, let me step back away from Cassie for 30 days. Let me stop taking drugs. Let me see how my personality is, and let me see how that changes.
I have no idea who Cassie is. I guess maybe that's his wife.
You never even
and I don't know who this dude is that's talking, but apparently he's talking to Ben, BitBoy.
Might be this. It might be that. You're not even open to nothing. Ben, I have talked to your uncle for hours, man. Your uncle feel the same way I feel.
They want to get rid of Cassie. They want to get rid of her. That's the whole thing. That's what it's all about. Of course they want me to step away from her for 30 days.
But
okay, maybe Cassie is the Duchess of DeFi. Maybe that's
but Ben. When I watch this show, you know what you tell me, bro? You say, I'm going to morning drives in the church and everything else. Then you telling people you don't even believe in God no more, bro. That fucks me up. And I text you that, and you didn't answer me.
See, this is, I think, what rubs the community the wrong way. That Ben was a promoter of the church and God, and all of a sudden he's not. He's turning satanic because he cheated. Well, allegedly may have cheated on his wife. So, yeah. I don't know. Cassandra Wolf. This is the Duchess, and she was the CEO. She is the CEO of the Join Ben CEO Coin. BitBoy Crypto right now has like 1.4 million followers on YouTube, and I think Ren, who calls himself the man, is Nooner. Sounds freaking German, by the way. has like, I don't know, somewhere in this vicinity on YouTube, and I guess on Twitter as well. So I don't know. It feels a bit more like a, you know, like a witch hunt to get rid of Ben. Ben may have, you know, some personal problems. I'm not a big fan of Ben personally either, but I mean, if he disappears, it doesn't rub me anyway. If he stays, it doesn't rub me anyway. It's just interesting to see how people jump at this, you know, especially Ran, the man who obviously has a vested interest in seeing BitBoy disappear, being wiped off the face of the earth. So that's it. That's a quick little rumble. There's a lot more interesting, a lot more important news on the crypto sphere. Let's have a look at that. Quick. Elon Musk says X Twitter is a Doge space. Maybe I should follow with this. Elon Musk X obtains required license for crypto payments. That is cool. That means that he's actively. Oh, wait a minute. He's actively gunning for the obtainment of crypto payments. He's gunning for the implementation of crypto payments on the X platform. And now it is finally here, peeps. Pardon me. Yeah. So, going to the point, I'm just checking. Excuse me, I didn't bring any water. Elon Musk has decided to make X, formerly Twitter, an everything app with multiple functionality, including a payment hub processor integrated with the micro-blogging social network and other tools from the building ecosystem. X has implemented a video feature, I think. Now, if you share, there is a, you can go live, I believe. Post. Where was it? There was a live feature. I don't know where it is. Ding, 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 ding. Anyway, I did see, Discord, please. I did see a live feature that was being actively promoted on X. You could now run live videos on X. So that's what's happening. And now this payment. Also, don't forget, Elon Musk says X Twitter is a Doge-friendly place. I talked about it before. He will implement Doge, and whether it's going to become a very prominent crypto coin on the X space, you know, it's uncertain. But he does have a fondness towards that coin, so I could see it being as one of the leading tokens, and that's implemented in some specific way on Twitter, simply because of its use cases. Also, on Twitter, there's a scam going on. I don't know if everybody gets those tweets or not, but I certainly do. It's one of those, you know, using Elon Musk again as the savior, as the coin master. I just realized there's like weird shadows. Anyway, and it's basically one of those scams where that asks you to send crypto, and then, you know, you get some in return, but it's a scam. Anyway, so this is what's up. Grayscale has won a decisive victory against SEC. SEC files secret motion against Binance. That's another one. So Altcoin Daily reported this, but here's after Grayscale's victory, SEC kicks the can on latest Bitcoin ATF applications. Where is it? Yeah, so SEC, you know, Grayscale won a victory against SEC, and this is from today, and the regulator is reviewing more than half a dozen Bitcoin ETF applications and has now announced delays for some of the applications, including Galaxy and Wisdom Tree. So SEC is not sleeping. They continue to be bullies, essentially. But there's an interesting video that I watched by, oh shoot, did I just close it down? Damn. Let me see, I think I have the article here somewhere. Let me just check quickly for you. No, that's not it. Just a second. I just closed off the video by accident that I was gonna show you, point you to. It's a good video by a dude. I forget what channel that is, but let's have a look here. Let's go to my history. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this video is by Crypto Capital Venture, and it's a 10-minute video. First Bitcoin ETF could be coming soon as court rules in favor of Grayscale over SEC. And this guy goes over a number of articles, but in summary, despite the victory, there is a cautious optimism among the crypto community, with experts estimating the probability of a Bitcoin ETF launching this year at 75% and staggering 95% chance by the end of 2023. But he points out to some articles that basically underline how the SEC is cornered, because they approved some spot ETFs and not others, and so the court, or I don't know who they're up against, who's interviewing the SEC and questioning them, basically are wondering why the SEC decided to approve some and then deny other spot ETFs. And so SEC's finding themselves in a position, an uncomfortable position, because they're being, you know, unfair or irregular in their rulings. So that may change. So there is a possibility of you know, more ETFs, apparently this guy thinks. But yeah, there's this. After Grayscale victory, SEC kicks the can on latest Bitcoin ETF applications. Basically, where is it? Yeah, SEC postpones Wisdom Tree's spot Bitcoin ETF. This was yesterday, and I guess that's what the reference is with kicking the can. According to the latest information, the SEC postponed Wisdom Tree's spot Bitcoin ETF application. According to the documents, the SEC also postponed the Bitcoin spot ETF application for BlackRock, Invesco, Galaxy, Veneco, Venec, and Valkyr. The Commission considers it appropriate to set a longer period to take action on the proposed rule change in order to have sufficient time to consider the proposed rule change and the issues raised here, the agency said in the statement. So they're just being dingbats. So I would suggest for you to watch this video. I'm gonna maybe I'll send the link in the comment section. Copy. Let's see here, comment section. Paste. Yes. The reason why I suggest this video is because he brings up some examples from the CEO, some clips from the CEO of Grayscale, statements that he made on the news, and I guess he draws attention to, like, you know, to play on words, not play on words, but to the what is this, semantics of what's being said.
In the interim, during this 45-day period, our lawyers are working, you know, constructively, proactively with the SEC to pursue next steps as expeditiously as possible. We have to ensure that no one, especially the SEC, is not losing sight of the fact that there are nearly 1 million American investors who own GBTC today.
1 million investors who own GBTC. 1 million. Check this next statement out. This is it. This is it.
So the patience that they've had inflicting any further harm on them, holding them back from being, you know,
So we have 1 million investors sitting around.
So he points to the to the semantics of you know, 1 million investors being inflicted harm upon by the SEC, who are apparently out there allegedly are supposed to be protecting the investors, and instead they're doing harm to them. So that's his whole thing here. Everyone's hoping for that, for the ETFs to kick in, because, you know, everybody's expecting a massive rally once that happens. But let me remind you quickly of PayPal stablecoin release. which occurred just a little while ago, and nothing happened. There was also another ETF release, spot ETF, BTC ETF in Europe. There was an ETF Europe's first spot Bitcoin ETF opens in Holland. This was August 15th. Have you even heard about that? Has anybody spoken about that? So the launch of an ETF in a place like Holland may be considered as insignificant, and maybe that's why it was a good spot for it to be launched at. Let's see, August 15th. Let's see, was there a move in August 15th? August 15th. Yes, there was a move towards the downside. Literally, Tuesday, August 15th, we saw a little candle wick to the downside, and 2 days later, a massive dump. And what followed was, I don't know what news came out there on August 17th. 17th. Let's have a look here. Bitcoin falls, yeah. Bitcoin plunges. Everything plunges. Why? Okay, that's very useless. We know it plunged, but why did it plunge? So yeah. So I wouldn't put too much significance into these events. You know, the ETF may come. Maybe the USA is going to prove to be a much more significant player. I guess it is. The USA market seems to hold a massive sway over the crypto market overall. But I mean, you have PayPal coming out with a stable coin, and it was a big thing. All the crypto news outlets were raving about it, how that's going to change the scene, and it didn't. It completely didn't. Nobody cared just as much. People cared about this as much as they did about the European, about Holland releasing, about this, the first ETF, Bitcoin ETF being released in Holland. That's essentially what happened. And so, yeah. The bigger news that I have to share with you, let me just find it quickly here, because I seem to have lost track of it here. Where is it? Yes. The biggest news, I think, is the SEC files secret sealed motion in court battle against top crypto exchange Binance. That's the biggest news. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is seeking the court's approval to submit confidential documents related to the regulators' lawsuit against the crypto exchange Binance. This was just yesterday. So apparently they filed it just yesterday. On Monday, the SEC filed a sealed motion for leave to file documents under seal. If granted, the agent will be allowed to file sensitive or confidential information with the court that will be kept off the public record. John Reed Stark, former chief of the SEC's Office of Internet Enforcement, says filing court documents under seal is a rare move by the SEC because the securities regulator is a civil enforcement agency. Thus, in stark contrast to criminal prosecution filings, SEC motions and enforcement actions are typically filed openly and free for everyone to read. Now, why did the SEC file for a sealed under a seal? There is a rumor that Gary Gensler was approached CZ and offered to be his right-hand man, so to speak, that it was gonna he offered to be some kind of support system or advisor to the crypto platform, and CZ basically turned him away. So it could be that these documents entail some of that information, which is why the SEC would not want to have that exposed, because they're filing some other things as well, but maybe they're using bits of communication between CZ and Gensler that may put Gensler in a bad space. Or it could be that there's some serious dirt on Binance, and the SEC is really going after them. But why would they not be wanting to expose it? So the reason why they wouldn't want to make it public is if it puts them into hot water as well. So, but it creates a lot of FUD, and this is why the market is red today. He says the external court filing may have something to do with Binance's alleged involvement in money laundering or other criminal activities. Wouldn't the SEC just say it out blatantly? This is what happens. I mean, you know, the U.S. Department of Justice is reportedly investigating the exchange. Stark says submitting documents under seal will prevent the SEC from disrupting Justice Department's criminal investigation or placing a witness at risk. My take is that the secret U.S. SEC filing likely relates to an existing U.S. DOJ investigation of Binance and could directly or indirectly describe the heretofore unknown contents of an impending U.S. DOJ Binance-related indictment or an indictment already filed under seal, which the U.S. DOJ Department of Justice would prefer to keep secret. So, secrets, whatever the secrets are, it's causing a bit of a stir, and yeah, so that's not great. That is not great. CZ was portrayed like a criminal here. Where is he? Right here. Look at this shot, man. This is CZ talking about you know, how Binance is trying to be an upstanding community exchange, rather, community, and you know, he looks like a criminal. It was like a picture taken for mugshot. So that's it. Those are the news. Follow along with the BitBoy drama if that's your thing. I hope BitBoy gets saved by Jesus, and I hope that CZ gets saved by Jesus as well, because we don't want Binance to disappear anywhere. So make sure to smash up the likes on this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video sometime soon. Have a good 1st of September. Laters.